Hello farmers and welcome back to Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. How is everyone doing this Tuesday? Kind of a gloomy day where I am. Temperature's right about at freezing. Clouds are very low in the sky. A slow drizzle. Kind of one of those days where you just wake up and go, kind of sleep through the rest of the day and not even bother looking outside. Hello Junk, Matt, Branding Iron, Mr. Whitfield, MC Farm Edible, Jay Gibson. How is everyone doing? So yes, we're in the month of January here. And you can see I'm kind of over at the debris crusher. We got a trailer load of rocks I need to bring over to the cement production. And we're going to make sure that keeps on going. I did, by the way, we were doing collectibles yesterday because we were trying to build a dairy production, which we did. And we were going around and grabbing some of those collectibles. We were down to 2. And I know where those 2 collectibles are. So we're going to go get those collectibles in just a little bit before I forget where they are. So I just want to make sure that we get those all complete. Plus it'll be $20,000 into our bank account. Getting ready for the Arctic chill this weekend. I try not to look at the long range forecast too much. This time of the year the weather sometimes can get you just a little bit depressed once in a while. Unless you love, you love the snow and all that kind of stuff. Hello Sean and welcome. Happy Tuesday. And for those in the States, Thanksgiving week, which can always be hectic at times depending on what your job is. Welcome, John. I'm going to say probably good evening to you at this point. It's getting there. Also, between episodes, we'll just keep going through here. Like I said, I found the other 2 I didn't collect the last 2 collectibles. We'll go grab them. And I got the sawmill kind of up and going again. I mean, it didn't stop running, but I got enough wood in the sawmill where it should run. I'm hoping for a couple months, but the number of trees I have access to without really deforesting the area, which I don't want to do, we're getting low on the trees, and we got to get to this October. But there might be a slight solution to that as well. Hello, Roy Gamble. Are we going to see a series on the new map? I'm not sure yet. I may wait for a couple more of the maps to come out. I've been watching the modders chat on the partner program Discord channel. So I'm trying to get a feel of what maps are going to be coming out soon. Hello, Jason. And David. Yeah, I'm not sure about the, I haven't even been on the map yet. I just saw it on the mod hub this morning, so. I'll have a look at it, but like I said, on that map there, that won't be live streaming because there's a lot of people on the channel that don't really like the live streaming, which is fine. So my other series will be like an episode or 2 a week. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do on the map. I guess it all depends on what map I pick. Grabbing lunch before I go back in the woods to stop by and watch for a while. Well, welcome here. Hello, Adam. So we're hauling 37,500 liters of stone. And as you can see, the Deutz is not really having a problem with it, especially when it's fully repaired. Good morning, Glenn. I don't think I said good morning to you yet. I got a little excited on the on the mod hub this morning. because I quickly read it and I saw I think it's the mod called Developer Tools. And I remembered, no, the mod I'm looking for is the Easy Developer mod, not the Developer Tools mod. Sounds almost the same, but it's not quite the same thing. They work great together. Alright, so make sure our cement production just keeps on going. And this one doesn't flow as well as the sawmill does, but you know what? We're getting free stone. Just keep it chugging away, and every once in a while it's like, oh, I need a little bit of extra cash. I'm like, oh, I know where to get some. Over at the cement factory. I mean, it doesn't make a whole... I mean, okay, it does make a decent amount of money, but what I paid for this building... don't think I've really got my money's worth out of it yet. Alright, so... stones are in, sawmill is going. Yeah, it's like no man's land with more fields. I mean, I've seen it. I just haven't been on the map personally to... I mean, it just came out a little while ago. I definitely did not have time this morning to jump on there. Maybe I will later on this evening. See how it goes. My goal for today is get the loan down to $4.5 million, which we are very close to be able to do that. And then I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, we save up to try to buy another field. And when I mean a field, I mean a decent sized field. Of course, the more fields, the more crop, the more money. That's the whole point. I do got the international truck already down at the sawmill, loaded up with some planks. Just regular planks. We gotta see where I gotta bring those. But once I get back to the farm, we'll head off and we'll collect the last 2 collectibles I need to find. So I'll give us some quick income. We do have silage bales to sell next month. But we may just skip right through February other than selling the mushrooms, which are the best time to sell those. And we might sell the kimchi, and I may have some boxed rice as well. It's just a little over $4.5 million on the loan. I think like $4,560,000. I mean, I have spent, other than, you know, we've been nibbling away at the loan a little bit the last episode, stream or two. But we've also bought the dairy production, which was like $210,000. We bought the land that it's on for $150,000. So the money's coming in. I'm just, the second it comes in, it's going right back out to either buying more land or helping out the farm earn more cash, or it's going towards a loan. But of course, yesterday we found like a dozen collectibles, so that was $120,000. So that helps. But we're just down to 2 more collectibles, and after that, no more. I'll say it. No more free money. And for now, yeah, I'm just going to park this right here. Although when the update comes, whenever that is, and the debris crusher over at the cement factory starts, you know, it's functioning the way it's supposed to, we're going to sell this building. I paid $100,000 for this building, so we got $100,000 back, and that'll help us out quite a bit. All right, so I got to take a little bit of a jaunt here. So we're kind of very close to a collectible. It's actually up here at the paper mill. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be collecting up here at the paper mill, but we're going to go up here and collect it anyways. We'll see what disappears. I think I might actually be collecting something that's inside the building that I don't have access to. I don't think we didn't really buy anything yesterday. We sold a lot of stuff. The only thing I think we bought yesterday was the dairy production, right? Because I didn't buy land yesterday, and I don't think we bought any new equipment. It was buy the dairy production and pay off the loan. Now I gotta remember where this was here. Let me turn on the HUD in the upper left-hand corner. Where was it? Oh yeah, it's over here. So you gotta come up here. So over where the water wheel is, at the paper production, if you come over here, yeah, if you come right to where the wrench is, it says buy production point, but you don't want that. You want to come over to the window, and when you walk up to the window, it says R collect. I mean, there's nothing here, so I'm thinking I might be taking something from the inside. That desk that was inside the building that you don't have access to is what we collected. Well, now that desk is inside the grain elevator. So there is that collectible. Next one we will teleport over to. And let's see. If you come over to the rent train area. So here we are over at the rent train. And if you come on down to, I believe it's going to be inside this little brown shed right here. I'm guessing it's going to be this little, I was going to say it's a cog, but I don't think it's a cog. Let's see if this little iron piece disappears. It does. And there we go. We found all 25 parts of the grain elevator. So now we just need the grain elevator to be complete. It may have been the day before. Yeah, I mean, I've been spending money, earning money. I don't remember exactly. The streams are starting to blend in a little bit with one another, so it's a metal wheel or a cog. I'm not really sure exactly what it was. Getting stuck on a rock there. So also, eventually, this dairy production down here that we paid $35,000 for. Once it gets through that little bit of buffalo milk. The only thing I'm concerned about is, has anyone sold in FS25 a production building with material in it? In 22, if you sold the production building with material in it, you got the money for what the material was inside as well. But anyways, this is going to take a while to get through the milk and buffalo milk, which is okay. Let's see here. How are the sheep and the cows doing before I go through the month? Actually, are there any contracts? It's January. Probably not. There is a tree removal or wood removal. I mean, I may do one of those later on, but this is more like a late fall all the way to early spring kind of a thing. I kind of want to get to replanting this month, or this stream anyways. I think we will just pay off. I'm on the wrong page. I'm like, where's my finances? We'll just pay off to get down to 16 or 18,000. Yeah, we'll do one more to kind of keep it at an even number ish. So we now owe $4,550,000. But February we'll have more stuff to sell. So the cows, they're looking okay on food. And the sheep are looking really okay. Yeah, I think I fed the sheep near the end of last stream. Oh, I should check on the water in the mushroom greenhouse. Yeah, that's doing fine. That could use some water. So we will get the water. Actually, I don't even know where my water tanker is. Wait, I think the John Deere is on it. Yep, it is. So yeah, a lot of mods did drop on the mod hub this morning. I'd say at least about a dozen of them. Some of the mods are from Giants themselves. Of course, they are the tractors, harvesters from FS22. The tree transport has been since you did 3 yesterday. Yeah, we did a lot of tree transport yesterday. They pay very well, so. And really, it didn't take me that much time. I was pretty impressed. Well, I shouldn't say pretty impressed. It was good to see that the log grab for the telehandler has improved. And I think with using the telehandler earlier on in FS25, my telehandler skills themselves have improved. So it did not take us that long to load those logs into those trailers and get them delivered. Hello, Adam. Welcome. So yeah, the next $50,000 that I spend is going to be going towards the bank. We'll get that loan to 4.5. So that feels like, I mean, that's 10% of the original loan that I'll have paid back. So it's a good start at this point. Right, this greenhouse. Nope, the tractor needs to stay on while you're unloading water. Well, while that's unloading, I do got planks that need to be sold. Like I said, the International's kind of all set to go down at the sawmill. So what do we got here? Farmer's Market is at 1,200. And the Farmer's Market. Again, we're not delivering to the playground or the grain elevator. Playground Maker wants 1,230. Right, so that's where those will be going. Good morning, Josh. And technically where I am is now currently afternoon. But close enough. It still feels like morning. I don't feel the energy today. I just don't feel it. I think it's the weather outside. Kind of gloomy. Alright, let's go see the Playmaker. Sounds like every time I say the Playmaker, it sounds like I'm talking about a football player. American football player, anyways. Oh, sorry, toy maker. Playground. Every time I say Playground Maker, I think Playmaker. But it's a Playground Toy Maker. I did empty out the sawmill spawn area, so that should be all set for another month. I will show you how much wood I got into the sawmill. I think it took down about 5 or 6 more trees. And the last 2 trees I brought down were from the land behind the farmyard. And I'll be honest, when I moved those trees behind the farmyard, I did use super strength to bring them on down. I'm like, I'm not going to try to go up on that hill, drag those trees down through other trees, go across that bridge. It's like, no. But we got to be close getting this loan interest below $15,000 a month. Or have we already reached that? Seems like I should have by now. Can I sneak through here with these planks on, or am I too fat? Nope, we're not fat. We're good. It's Playground Equipment Maker? What the heck is the name of this thing? Playground Maker Hall. Okay. It says right there, Playground Maker Hall. But we all know what we're talking about. We can all call it whatever we want. Yep, let's go ahead back into finances and we'll just, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll get it down to 4,530,000. And yeah, that loan interest, this not, even though I paid off almost 500,000 off the loan, we started off paying 15,000. No, we were paying 16,666. And last month was 15,433. So it'll be interesting to see what it is. We have we have actually brought in $122,000 this month in profit. That's pretty good. Someone didn't mention in someone else's video about getting a winch for the deadwood contracts for bowling the trees out of the trees. I mean, you did mention. I mean, the winch is a good way to get them out of the trees. It can be, it can be a challenge sometimes, depending the area that you're in. Now let's head back to the sawmill. Took a big contract for sewing Field 77 last night, borrowed the equipment, and the Case Magnum had no front tires. I think I saw that. I think I've seen a picture of that before. Don't know where I saw it. Could have been on the Giants Discord. So the other stuff at the sawmill, I kind of want to leave there just for now, because I want to see, we can sell it in February, but I want to see what the grain elevator does at the next stage. I don't remember how close we are to the next stage. But I'm thinking by the time we get to February, it's either going to be done or it's going to be close. Actually, since I've been logged in today, we can see I got some more wood chips, and looks like some more long planks already spawned. But you can see I got a good amount of, I got like, what, 5 wood beams and a little over half dozen long planks that we can sell. Oh, yeah, while we're here, got 74,000 liters of wood in the sawmill. And the grain elevator is working on the wood beams and planks. Now, I may need to bring up another pallet of each in the morning because we seem to be getting stuck on that 0 liters needed still when it gets to job. So, we shall see later on. So, contracts, I think we're all set with. The grass field is done. We're just waiting for these. Just want to refresh my memory. These bales should be done next month. Yeah, it's going to be almost a little bit after this time, but we can wait until March before we do it. Because this grass field won't be ready to mow until April, I think. Okay, we're set at the combine. So all the productions are a go. We checked on the animals. I paid off a decent amount of the loan. And Sam is MIA, like always. Well, I think I would see him in the woods now since the foliage is not there, but I'm sure he'll show up at some point. Yep, sleep until 8. That's good for me in the month of February. Sounds like a peaceful night. So loan interest is down to 15,100. Oh, so we're getting there. All right, Sam, I'll feed you. But eventually we'll see you sometime today. Possibly. I don't see him run. Oh, no, there he is. Here he comes. Boy, he was out way behind the shed somewhere. Still can't pet the dog, but we will eventually, and he can magically run through trees and his doghouse. Just like magic. Let's jump over to the dairy production. Dairy production is always very loud for some reason. Yep, we got 2 cheese. How close are we to the buffalo? We almost have a pallet of buffalo mozzarella. Alright, so when do we sell the cheese? Is it February? No, that's October. Price is $19.27. Best price is $19.60. Okay, so it's not that big of a difference. So plank salon we got a whole bunch of, as we know, but the mushrooms should be now. Alright, so I may have missed the best time. So the restaurant for the gnocchi and the oyster needs to go to the restaurant as well. $9.92. Alright, so all the mushrooms go to the restaurant. And the kimchi, well, kimchi says Goldcrest Valley. Boxed rice or rice box, we got that to sell. That needs to go. Okay, we'll just take all that to the restaurant. Grain elevator visit. Well, we're down to 134 liters apiece on the beams and the planks, so they'll get done here very shortly. Let's grab. Well, we're down here. I got 4 prefab walls currently. So that's like 20 grand. Alright, so let's just go ahead and we'll grab the mushrooms. We'll grab the kimchi. I think I got boxed rice. We'll go to the restaurant. Good afternoon, store firm. Happy Tuesday to you. Same to you, Rob. And Wayne, welcome. Just trying to catch up on your live streams. I had to work during your live streams. Always watch that 2 times. Hey, if that works for you. I've been told sometimes in my videos I talk too fast, so if you're watching it at 2 times, that's got to be something to listen to, or not listen to. So February, the only thing you can really plant in February for the most part is cotton, but we're nowhere near set for cotton. But I kind of want to get back into the field work today, so telehandler is going to be put on hold. So we'll load all this stuff up, all the goodies. That's should be rice box, as they call it. I think that's kimchi in that. Actually, this should be a pretty decent payday with all this kimchi, boxed rice, and all the mushrooms. So this little production building here, this is the preserved food production. That's actually doing pretty good work. The wool's coming in faster because a lot of our sheep that were young ones are probably now grown and we're getting more wool from them. Alright, let's load up these mushrooms. So, probably should have done this a long time ago. Probably, if I could go back now, the rice saplings, I would have got rid of if I knew that those crates or pallets were only 24 liters apiece. I thought those things were going to be, wow, look at the price of rice saplings. I might as well be printing gold with that stuff. The restaurant is the one just across the road, I believe. Let me just make sure. This is the restaurant, right? Yeah, the restaurant just right across the road from us. So that works out really well. Then what I'll probably do is fast forward time on the grain elevator, and then we can see if it needs what it needs. No, the cheese best time we just saw was October, which I believe was the same time in 22. Although the price difference isn't that much. But right now, I don't want to say I'm zipping through. We started in January today. We're going to zip through February and get into March. I want to start getting back into the fields a little bit. Maybe taking on some contracts along the way. Alright, so 15,000, so that got us above zero once again. Alright, let's go visit the grain elevator. We'll speed up time. And I'm expecting to get those to get stuck on zero, because why not? I mean, we can definitely see the improvement in the grain elevator. All the holes are getting patched up. So we'll just stand here and we'll speed up time. You know it's going to get stuck on 0 or 1 at this point. Alright, so how about 2 and 0? So, wood beams and planks. Let's go grab 1 pallet of wood beams and 1 pallet of planks. Hello, Jeremy. How are you doing today? Yeah, printing gold IOUs without output of, if you're talking about the rice saplings. But I'll probably have a rice sapling greenhouse whenever I start on my second map, whatever map that might be. I don't want to say I may go all rice on a map. But it's one of those things that I just got to find a map that I'm going to enjoy playing on, and then figure out what to do on it from there. So I don't want to be doing the same exact thing on that map as we're doing here. Alright, so let's grab planks out of here. And then one of these. And then in 3 seconds, I might be right back down here grabbing more of this material because I didn't bring up enough for the next stage. I think we can plant our oats in March, but I may get a worker to do that because that's going to take a moment. And we may have a look at some contracts. And we may start off in a small field and work our way around. All right. Oh, it needs wood beams. I grabbed long planks. I may not got paid for those. How many do I have in here? It may have taken those planks long. I need wood beams. Have we produced? We don't have any bees. We have 0 bees on the farm that I'm aware of. Yeah, we kind of were talking yesterday that the bees, from like a lot of people said, unless you got a whole bunch of them and you're actually using the honey to produce something else, it probably isn't, may not be worth it. All right, well, let's see if I can stay a little bit focused here and get the right stuff. Now I'm kind of hoping the next stage it needs long planks because I put them in there. So you guess the new map is only for PC because you can't see it? I'll have a quick look on the mod hub for you just to confirm if it's for PC and console. This is why I like using international for one thing. It's a lot speedier than a tractor and hauling around a flatbed or something. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so it did need planks long. So prefab wall, it says 12,000. That's in there. Planks, I need a whole bunch, and planks long, I need about 10. So 10 and 12. So just bring up the planks and long planks that I have, basically, is what we're going to do. Let me get down the sawmill, quickly check the mod hub, and see what the new map says. That's the other advantage about being on PC, is when there's a mod on the mod hub, you don't really have to check if it's available for you. It usually is. I don't think I've ever seen a mod that says available only on console. I got to make sure I only bring what the grain elevator needs. If I bring too much, it may not give me the money for it. Interesting. Okay, let's go to here. Let me go to mods. Where's the map? I must have looked right past it. Wait a minute. They, they may have taken the map already off the list. It's not showing on the mod hub. Now I also notice they categorize, when you look up maps, they have European maps, they have North American maps, and they have South American maps. And yeah, the reason why you can't find the map is it's not on the mod hub anymore. So yeah, that's why you probably can't see it, because if someone else wants to confirm that, I mean, I just went on the Giants mod hub. Not the one that's in game. But I went to the web page and to the mods. It was there this morning, but it's not now. So either it had a major malfunction or someone did an oopsie. Let's see, we'll stack this one like this. Your sawmill is killing it. Look at that money sitting there. Well, we kind of need it. But I mean, like I said, you know, at the beginning, I spent all the money. Everyone's like, oh, this is great. And then we had a few people kind of worried, like, the farm's not going to make money. Going to go broke. And now here we are, we're expanding and paying off the loan as we go along here. It's just going to get better and better with the money coming in. For those that have been around long enough watching me play or played yourself, you kind of understand, like, yep, you're going to have, the way I kind of started, you're going to have a little bit of a lull here and there. That is all of the long planks. Yeah, so this morning, actually about maybe an hour and a half, almost 2 hours ago, the mods dropped, and the map Frontier was on the mods list. I looked at it. I almost downloaded it. But I was like, no, I'll have a look at it later on, and now it's gone. You fixed the manure deal. You can't... 2 barns that you can use a pit on side by side, even though you put the pits on the other side of each barn. Oh, so you can't have 2 barns feeding into 1 pit, or you can't have 2 pits for the manure. There were 2 shops on the new map. One was in the sky. How does that pass testing? I don't understand. I don't understand how that passes testing. Or someone just made an oops at Giants and they sent the file back to they were supposed to send the file back to testing and they accidentally put it in the files to be released. I can see that happening, but how does something like that pass? Well, if you downloaded the Frontier map, you still should have it in your mods folder. But yeah, apparently there's a shop, there's a spirit in the sky. So as much as I would like to see a map come out so I can start a recorded series on FS25, I probably won't actually start a series on FS25 recording until the game gets updated. Just in case that if we do need like a new save file when the update comes out, I just said just in case. I didn't say there will be. I won't have to start over. I think I said I need 11 of these, right? And this will be 9, 10. It's 9, 10. So one more long planks is what I need. This is going to be a pretty good payday here. Because they don't test everything. Oh, come on. Giants test everything. They never have problems. Yeah, it was yesterday when I was talking to Alien Jim. That's what we were kind of joking about. We were talking about the bugs in the game. Planks. I'm just looking for planks now. There's that. But as I said yesterday, the way my luck has... I mean, I've had some pretty decent luck actually recently, so I shouldn't say anything. But I feel like the Giants update will come on Thursday when it's Thanksgiving here. And I won't be home. So... But I may stream later in the day on Thursday. In case you have missed what I said yesterday. Thursday's Thanksgiving here in the States, so live stream at the normal time. Not going to be here for that. I'll see when I get home how I feel. If I'll be jumping on to do something, but maybe not Riverbend Springs. Maybe I'll just stream something else. I would like to get back into Planet Coaster 2, but now I'm waiting for that game to get updated as well. Alright, I think we got all the planks and long planks that we have, and also, for the most part, need. You can't have them side-by-side barns for it to work right. You can have as many pits you wish. So... I think from what you're saying is if you put down 2 manure pits next to the, like, if you have 2 pits too close to one barn, the barn can't figure out what pit to put the money into, the manure into. That's why it was probably crashing. Let's see, 11,000 liters of long planks, which is what I think we need, and 8,000 liters of just planks, which is a good step towards what it needs, because that's almost everything that it needs. Alright, this right here may give us enough money to pay back our loan to get it down to 4.5 mil. So, I mean, that's what I think what's happening with your manure pits. If they're both within the range of a particular barn, the game is just... It's like looking at twins. It didn't know which one to go for. It was like, what? I'm kind of hoping where our cow barn is, but I don't think it's going to be in range. I would want to put the manure pit on the opposite side of the road where our wheat field is, but I think that's going to be out of range. I don't know, I'm going to say 33,000. Holy crap, 33,936. I've been selling too much wood. Or is this just a really lucky guess? All right, so 30,000. 4.5 million. That leaves me 21,000. So we have repaid back 10% of our loan at this point. Let's see. Was there anything else I need to be selling this month? The dairy products look like they're October. We sold the mushrooms. We sold everything out of the production, preserved food production building. I got stuff down here at the sawmill, but I think we'll hold on to it. I think we will throw on the prefab walls. Now with all the wood chip pallets out of here, the only part where I was lagging was right around where the 75 pallets were. So this that I'm loading up should be about $20,000 worth of prefab walls. Yep, so it looks like when I get to March, the sawmill will be just about out of wood once again. Good times. Because I had about 70,000 and we're down to 34,000 after a month. And strap it in, strap it in. We'll check the stock market page, and that will pretty much tell me what I'm looking for. Well, prefab walls, but they want it at the grain elevator. Wood beams, okay, so that's stuff at the sawmill. Let's see, what do I got for the roof plates? I got $8,000 worth of roof plates over at the cement factory. And cement bricks, 7,000. And cement bags, 6,000. So I mean, there's decent money over there, but not a whole lot. I mean, we don't have a full pallet of mozzarella yet, but it says we got 10,000. Well, I brought up the log and no errors with the new map, but I visited the other shop and it fell to the ground. Well, it came from the sky. When is the flour's best price? It's like, it always seems like at 22 and here in 25, the best time to sell flour is as you're going from December into January, like right about midnight. So, if you like delivering at night, the latest you can go into December or very early in January. It's hard to deal with the carrots. Yeah, especially with a base game harvester. That's why we did all the vegetables on Tuscany. Had to think about that for a moment. I did a lot of vegetable harvesting on Tuscany, but that was with a modded harvester, which made life so much easier. Oh, I better check on the animals. The sheep, I think they're good, and the cows, oh, they're not. They need some hay. Let's go give the cows some hay. Now, the first time I cut the grass field this year, definitely got to make hay out of it. But we got enough hay bales and hay in storage to get through until then. And by the way, you can see the weight on the back of the telecanner because with our new trailer, when I load up the stones, I got to raise the boom up quite a bit. And yeah, definitely need the weight in the back. Oh yeah, I need to bring the wall down. Well, that's not the weight because now the International has those prefab walls on the back. Yeah, that dairy production, I think it's going to look good there once we start working on the farmyard. This wheat field over here, that's going to slowly disappear throughout our time here once we start expanding the farmyard a little bit. Actually, their feed trough in here looks like it's just about empty. And then the floating bale gets pushed down. Oh, they took that one as well. Okay. Okay, we'll just grab 2 more. I don't think they even need 1 more, but we're going to grab 2 more. Now, if you were here a couple streams ago when I was riding around like a maniac selling stuff, I mean, I ride around like a maniac anyway, so I should just say, when I was riding around selling stuff, there was a particular plot I was looking at. I'm like, that'd be great for a rice field, so maybe I need to go visit it and just see how much that field is. And I believe it's this field right here. 214,000 though. 214,000 for this one we're standing on. And we can make this into a nice rice field. Look how nice and flat it is. That would be a nice, huge rice field. I don't think I'll get that money in a couple months when it comes time to plant. I don't think the NPC farmers are making rice fields, do they? I'm not going to know because it's not going to show that rice has been planted. If I go... Yeah, because there's no rice planted this time of the year. So this could be our next purchase. I mean, it's going to be a little bit. It's 214,000. And really, after I buy this lot of land, then also at the same time we buy the land, of course, we're going to slowly nibble at the loan if we can. Then we can really start looking into upgrading our equipment, because once we get a field like this, it's starting to get nice, nice sized fields. The John Deere. Yeah, let me just check on the greenhouses again. Yeah, I need a couple of loads over here, and I should keep up with the mushroom as well. So let's do some water runs. Hello, Tarticus. Welcome. Happy Tuesday to you. Does seem a little weird using the 3650 with narrow tires on it. But we don't get to use the John Deere that much. Yeah, I only got 4.5 hours on it. Best spot you found? We're in town for rice fields. They're flat. And I got out and I just wanted to refill. Fat fingered the E button, not the R button. So for those showing up a little late to the stream, we got the last 2 collectibles. So no more collectibles to gather. I mean, that definitely boosts up our farm progress, getting $250,000. So once I get these greenhouses full of water, we will then move on to March, where this field to our right will get planted with oats. We'll get this some water first. It's not going to take it all, but we'll top it off. This map needs work. The wheat windrows are dark color. Didn't really look at it when I was harvesting it. I may have looked at it, but I wasn't paying attention to the color of it. Got your collectibles today. Sure helped one hell of a lot with some of the debt. Because of me, you bought FS25 First Time Gamer. This is really hard to learn. 55-year-old electrician. I have plowed, cultivated, and planted poplar for wood chips to sell in January. Poplar was definitely an interesting choice to start out with. That's a crop I have not done since 17 myself. All that matters is you're having fun with it. That's all that matters. There's no right or wrong way to actually play the game. Now, the one thing I do need on the farm, I would like this year, but if it doesn't happen, not that big of a deal. I talked about I want a silo so I can store the wheat, so we can have a chicken pen. The silo I'll probably hold off on because, as I showed a while ago, we can use the silo over at the train station to store our wheat. Kind of waiting for the mod hub to slowly trickle in a decent looking silo. No, poplar isn't bad. I mean, it used to be a bad crop, but now with the wood chip price being like it is, just that when you see someone come into Farming Simulator, you're not expecting them to say the first crop they planted was poplar. Yeah, if you've never ridden in cab before, if you actually watch the shifters On the right-hand side, as the tractor actually goes up and down in gears, you'll see the shifters move around. As I said, I haven't done Popular since Goldcrest Valley. Not when we did 22, but when when Goldcrest Valley came out in 17 and Popular was one of the new crop types. I don't even know how Popular even yields. I don't know if it's a high yielding crop or a low yielding crop. I have no idea. I think the most of what people have done when they get wood chips is, in the past anyways, until 25, we will put it in a bioheating plant. That was about it. I suppose I should have a look at the store sale page as well. I don't want to buy a tractor or a harvester. I don't have that money anyways. But buying like a tractor or a harvester or something like that, I don't want to buy off the sale page. But like a trailer or something like that, where the damage doesn't really matter at all, be something interesting to see what they got. I may have to look into doing Popular at some point. Speaking of new crops, you going to do anything besides rice? Well, if you want to send me over like $600,000 to buy one of those harvesters. Yeah, I think we got good enough water in this greenhouse. Let me just check now. Yeah, the mushroom we topped off. We know that. This one. All right, we'll do one more. I was actually shocked, staying on the wood chip topic, when I checked the wood chip price for the first time. I was like, whoa, wood chips. Wood chip profit. Finally. I think on hard economy, if I remember, wood chips were like about $150 at best. Popular is just one of those quote-unquote crop types is that you just, when it came out in 17, after you tried it once, you just kind of really forgot about because the money just wasn't there. And maybe Giants realized that not many people were doing anything with Popular because the money wasn't there, so they increased what it's worth. It regrows every year. All I got to do is just keep the field in good shape. The field in good shape, I'm assuming. Popular is the most profitable crop after harvest and grows back. Replant after 3 harvests. 10 times the income. Oh, so it's kind of like the sugar cane where it just regrows for 3 years before you got to replant. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. I apologize. One thing got you is you can't feed chickens corn. Well, when the modded pens come out, most of them have been giving you the option to feed your chickens corn. Alright, so now the greenhouse should be good to go for a few months, I would hope. We'll check on the dairy production, the large one. I don't think I got much milk in the cow barn now, do I? Alright, we'll go grab that milk and get that into the dairy production. Yeah, I just overlooked the popular for years. That's because of the price. Now you guys are kind of letting me know that that might be kind of the most profitable crop. And I actually would have to look at what equipment I would need to do such a thing, because it's been so long since I've done it. And give me the rest of your milk. Yeah, we do got plenty of space still over here to put down a few sheds. Maybe that chicken pen later on this year. Well, I'm kind of hoping for a modded chicken pen. No popcorn chicken, huh? Well, see, now I'm starting. Now you're just gonna make me start to think about food. And I don't have that in my house, which means I'd have to go to the store to get it, which I don't want to do when it's Thanksgiving week. The last thing I want to do during Thanksgiving week is head to the grocery store. This tanker can just have a seat there. And the 3650 can have a seat there. Although I need to get over to that grass field and fertilize it before we cut it in like April, whatever it is. Alright, so just looking around. Yeah, the sheep, the cows, production buildings. And I just to reconfirm, I did get the loan down to 4.5 mil. So that was the next goal, which we did that. I don't think there's going to be, yeah, not much contracts. I mean, Yeah, that's a nice contract now. But I did a lot of that yesterday. So, yep, we're going right to March. Chocolate would be a good choice too. Well, I don't have anything for sugar. So the loan is down to exactly 15,000. All right. Contracts will come in throughout the day. Let's go down to the grain elevator first. All right, that is well, the doors that were going across here have been removed. And oh, there we go. A lot of stuff is being replaced with new stuff, and these flower pots are magically hanging in midair. This might be the last stage. I don't know if it is or isn't, but it could be the last stage that we're working on here. Uh-oh, let me out. Let me out. There we go. So that might be done next month or so. There is rain in the forecast. All right. Oh, I didn't check the sale page yesterday. And the only thing in there is the Massey Ferguson header. Which, I mean, I don't really need that at all. All right, so the contracts here, nothing important. All right, so I need to get into you. Let me just confirm on the oats. Yes, oats. Not that I'm going to be doing it this year, but popular, you can plant pretty much any time the first half of the year. So that works out well. Let's get our drill, top it off with seed and fertilizer. And we'll get ourselves a worker to plant some oats. In the meantime, we'll grab the AgroStar. And we'll go grab the silage bales off that grass field. And then we'll fertilize it. All right, switch this over to oats. And I think this field's pretty much all set. I just have not fertilized it at all. It'll get one stage of fertilization when we plant, and then next month we'll have to fertilize it with our artificial fertilizer. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and hit H to hire worker. I'm not going to look at the course it wants to take. And let's see, who do we got here today? That looks like Frank. That looks like Frank's going to take over. Just make sure they really start working. I don't want them driving around the field in circles. What the heck is that? Was that the first pass in the field? Is that what you're doing? I'm sure this is going to work out fine, but that seemed like that got me wondering a bit there for a second. All right, I think they're going to be okay. Well, since I'm now in the international, let me go ahead and we'll see where these prefab walls will go. Let me get some money in the bank account just in case our worker choose. I mean, I got 5,000, but let me just put a little bit more money in the bank account by selling prefab walls. Farmer's market is farmer's market basically is better than the warehouse. So that's where we got to go. Oh, do we have wood here or did I run out? Yep, ran out of wood. Didn't quite make it to the morning. So, gotta find a way to get some wood down here. And we may, just for today, we may go a different route on getting wood down here. Alright, this corner, a couple of times when I take the corner, sometimes the second tier starts to shift and it just pulls my truck to the right. Alright, not today it didn't do that. Will it do it on the bridge? Because it's done it here before as well. Alright, the worker's doing pretty good. So in case you forgot, there were two fields there and we merged them together. So we're going to have one nice big field of oats. Hello, Sloth. How you doing? I'm doing okay for a gloomy Tuesday. You swear the workers like to squeeze 10 to 20 bucks out of you before they even start working? Sometimes it feels that way. All right, 20 grand into the bank account. So slowly get that money back up. Now we'll go back to the farm, load up the wool pallets and get that down to making some rope. That truck is loaded like it's epic. Or the truck loaded like that looks like it's epic. Well, it was loaded. I don't know if it was epic. Hello, Bob. How you doing? Welcome. Actually, that worker's getting on quite fast. I mean, we do have a decent drill. It's not like the starter drill. It is like a 6, or is that the 7.5 meter wide drill? Sheep. That's where I was going. Oh, wow. We got more wool here than I thought we were going to have. I mean, that's great. Okay. I was going to use the telehandler, But since we got a second row already started, and I've been doing this for quite a while, loading up pallets. Like I said, I would like to get to do some my own field work today. Let's get these all loaded on up. Thank you, Sheet. Appreciate it. Happy early Thanksgiving to everyone. Hope you all eat a lot. Well, I do plan on eating, but I don't want to eat a lot, or else I'll have another problem to deal with afterwards. Remember the problem I was having? I'm pretty sure it's my internet, so I'm getting a new internet company. I mean, I've had her, if I remember correctly, you're the one that was trying to play a multiplayer. I know there were some people still saying there's issues getting on the multiplayer, so may or may not be your internet, but getting better internet's always, if you can, it's always beneficial to you. Am I going to sell the rope factory once we complete the playground? Well, here's the thing. I kind of want to get into the horse carriage, or whatever it's called. And I do believe the horse carriage requires rope. I'm only going to put enough wool in the rope factory to make enough rope for what I need. I'm not going to put it in here just to make rope just to sell it, because as we saw, I lose money doing that way. Alright, that's in there. I may have 2 pallets of rope at this point. And we do. Well, let's get that up to the playground. The only issue really with, you know, if you're trying to do it without using super strength and all that, having as many production buildings that have pallets everywhere, you would almost, I guess the mod that would be very handy is 22 and 19 before that, is the semi-trailer where the forklift attaches to the trailer and you can bring it around with you. Just having to bring like a semi-trailer or a flatbed or whatever and then have a forklift at every production building that you need lifts up the pallets, or drive a telehandler from location to location, can get a little tiring. I was doing that last night, moving trees by hand. It was way easier than the equipment. Well, moving them with super strength is always easier. I couldn't even stream, and so that makes me think my upload was bad. I'm only getting 2 to 3 upload when I stream. I've been noticing that ever since. Yeah, if you're trying to stream, you really kind of need to have at least 20 up. If you're doing it 1080p, you want at least 20 up. Alright, that was 12 grand worth of rope. How much more rope am I going to need up here to get the first stage done? Alright, so we need 8,000 rope. I brought 2,000 up, so I need 6 more to get the first stage done. You switched to T-Mobile internet recently. I guess all depends on what area and where you live. Everyone's going to have different options for internet for them. I mean, a lot of you were here. The first week I used the telehandler quite a bit, driving back and forth. Just because we didn't have as much as we have now. And now it's like, I need to move this, I need to move that. I can't be driving the telehandler everywhere, along with this truck. I mean, I could, it'd just take a lot longer. But at the same time, I got to keep the pace. We got to go at a certain pace to keep it kind of entertaining. I mean, I want to get into a field that I've been doing beginning of March here for the last 10 minutes, just moving pallets around. All right, this will go in here because, well, obvious reasons. We got material to sell. And we'll start stockpiling the wood chips once again. Skid steers are the cheapest loaders. Downside, they are slow. Yeah, but I mean, if you just have one at every location and you want to load them up without using super strength or auto loaders, that's going to be your best option. Yeah, you technically, if you want to stream in 1080p, they say you need 10 up. But to be on the safe side, you should always double what you need. Where was I going? John Deere. That's not the John Deere. Where's my John Deere? I know where it is, but let's teleport to it. I need the weight off the Merlot. And my Merlot is... okay, I thought my Merlot was over here. I think it's actually over at the cow barn. While I'm here, I guess we'll give the cows a couple more bales. You can see the bales are getting kind of low, but we still have probably like 60,000 liters of hay in the hay loft. And as we found out in yesterday's stream, we're going to start cutting the grass every time it's ready for harvest. I almost forgot about that part. Nope, I just dropped off my forks. That's the wrong thing I wanted to do. I want to drop off the weight. Put that there. Nope. Trying to jump in the John Deere. I never thought I would get the internet that I have where I live. I still don't know how it happened. So I'm not going to complain. If I didn't have the internet I currently have, I would not be streaming. That's for darn sure. Hoping the outloaders come soon. I have a large preserved food production. I'm getting tired of loading all those pallets with a loader or super strength. Yeah, in the beginning it's not bad. You're like, oh, this is great. We got a couple pallets. Let's load them up with a telehandler. Let's go do it. But then when you start having to load up like 50 pallets or something like that, you start to think, you know what? I would like to be able to do something else with my time here. Why cut the grass? I mean, why am I cutting the grass at the earliest harvest stage instead of the later harvest stage? So, I think it was last episode, we were in November. So, usually our grass field where we're headed to, when the grass is at full length, we were getting 25 bales off the field. But last November, the grass only made it to the first harvest stage, so we cut the grass and ended up getting 23 bales off the field. So by cutting the grass a month sooner, I'll get an extra cut in per year. Yes, I get 2 less bales per cut, but by getting an extra cut in for the year, I will definitely get more bales throughout the year. Hello, Skender. You didn't miss anything. The sawmill is definitely not out of wood. I promise. Okay, I lied. The sawmill ran out of wood last night. Is this on the widest working width? It is. Yeah, Josh. So in a second we get to our grass field. Usually I was harvesting it when, not the first harvest stage, but the second harvest stage. I was getting 25 bales. And the bales you see in the field right now, that's what we got off of it when it was ready in the first harvest stage. 23 bales. We got magic fertilizer. It goes right through the bales. So next month this grass field will be ready, but the silage bales are going to be sold here in just a moment. Did the math, you get an extra 15 bales a year, 4 cuts a year. So that's going to be almost like 10 grand, $10,000 worth of silage, or hay. When I cut the grass the first time this year, definitely got to make some hay bales. I do miss my precision farming, being able to see where I fertilized. But I'm starting to get to know this grass field pretty well. I just got to do a small strip down the middle-ish. Alright, so how does that look? Looks like we got it all. Now, I thought my bale trailer was over here, but apparently not. So, I guess it's got to be back to the main farm. Better be. And I assume the sawless bales are going to go down to the animal dealer. Yeah, the cut grass in 25 is way better than 22. 22 almost looked like it was a putting green or something. So next month we have 2 rice fields to plant. We got our small one here, and we got our new one right across the road. And our worker, Frank, is doing, I don't want to say speedy work, but he's getting done a lot quicker than I thought he would. Getting rid of our mess. Well, I don't want to say it was a mess, but it looked like a mess. Ah, there's my bale loader. I think I actually started the episode there. And hey, look, Sam is actually still hanging around the farmyard. Kerplunk with a fertilizer spreader. Giving the 3650 a little bit of a workout today. With its narrow tires and all. I think we're all set with the wheat field over here, right? I think I did everything that one day. Let me just double check on this. Oh yeah, 95%, just didn't roll it, but then again, I don't roll with the punches. Might be a good time to cut some trees. Well, I mean, we will be taking some trees, but we may have to take a different route on that. Oh, that's right. We did put, yeah, I did put slurry on it before we planted. Yeah, we put slurry, then lime. I was trying to imagine myself going around with a 3650 with a fertilizer spreader and putting that on there, but yeah, we did do the slurry. Kind of hoping when they patch the game that the sunflower field over here, or sunflower maze, I'm pretty sure they didn't want it to where it was a sunflower maze the first year and then this withered crop after that. I also hate to say it, but I haven't talked to David in a long time, so I may have to go visit him today just to see what's up with David. And the one thing that does look really good, well, a lot of things look good if you can get past the flickering still. The fog and mist and all that looks pretty good. Mine has 800 liters. I assume it's because once it hits 1,000, it'll go into a pallet. Yeah, most pallets require 1,000 liters in the production building before it spits it out. So yeah, if a production building says it has 800 liters, you gotta wait until it hits 1,000, or until a mod comes out that allows us to empty out the production building when we want to. So I could be going to the farmer's market behind us or to the animal dealer, so I'll have to see where the silage is good at. I may just bring it to the dealer, the farmer's market if the price is roughly the same, because I won't have to travel as far. So the animal dealer wants $121, the market wants $119. So you know what? For $2, we're just gonna go right up here. Should be using like the Agro Star for this, but since I haven't used the 3650 that much, it's not good having machinery to sit around for a long period of time. There were mods in 22, as I just mentioned, for getting the material out of a production building before it's 1,000. It was the production revamp mod, so you can spawn a pallet even though it wasn't a full 1,000 liters. Alright, 10 grand for just cutting grass and wrapping it. The 3650 comes with a great soundtrack. Yeah, there are a couple of John Deere stuff that dropped on the mod hub today from Giants. Alright, get these bales sold. And then we'll start looking at selling maybe some stuff from the sawmill. Because we got a whole bunch of stuff down there. What is the key to cutting grass and wrapping a bale? I have small bales that won't wrap. Well, if you're using the smallest baler in game, that's not going to happen. So the first thing you should be doing is, I don't know what wrapper you have. First I got to find the category because I can't find the stuff in the shop anymore. I think I've already gone past it, I'm sure. Yes, I have. Oh, wrappers. Here we go. So depending on your wrapper, it will kind of tell you, like this one here, will do 125 centimeter round up to 150. 125, 150s. This will do 125s up to 180 round, and it'll do 180 square. And the one that I have will do square and round, 125 round to 150 round, and 180 to 220 square. So if you're using a baler, which if you're starting off with something small, if you're starting off with this Massey Ferguson, that does 120 square. And I think I said, what did I say on that square baler wrapper? Yeah, so if you're doing 125 square, that does 180. That does 180. So your bales might be too small for the wrapper. While I'm here, though. Oh, yeah, I did check on that. One more bale to go. Chatting about the wood chips at the sawmill in a hopper that you're able to empty before it turns into a pallet. Well, the thing is, if you got to be there to empty out of a hopper before it's 1,000 liters, you're going to be living down there trying to unload it all the time. That'd be a pain in the butt. Next week is a farming equipment show in Switzerland, and I'll be amazed what they have produced. I can't wait. I'd love to go to one of those, but then again, it's like, no, I won't say it. It's for me, it's like look but don't touch. You know, you can't do anything about it. Yeah, Donald, if you're using the smallest baler, that's why the bales are too small for the wrapper. But hey, when you're starting out, if you're just using the bales to like feed your sheep or cows with, all right, up to $50,000. Yeah, definitely want to leave the trailer over here. Be cutting the grass in April. And we'll be making some hay bales, because we are just about out of them. I think I'll leave the Agro Star still here, because I can use that to windrow. I can use that to Ted windrow and do most of the stuff. Alright, how are you doing there, Frank? Frank is almost done. So, let me see. We got a lot of wood beams. Farmer's Market, we'll just say 29. Playground, 2903. Warehouse. Going to the warehouse with the wood beams. So let's load up the wood beams here and start getting rid of these. Can I go 3 wide on this with the wood beams? I'm thinking I might be able to. Oh yeah, you can just smush them in like that. That works. Actually, let me grab it like this. Stuck on something. There we go. And I'm pretty sure I got more in here. Right, Noah? Actually, we got a lot of stuff that hasn't even spawned yet. And we're going to go 3 high with these. Well, let me just take the long planks out. We'll start a pile of long planks over here. And, okay, more long planks are going to spawn. Perfect. Prefab wall. We'll just stick that, like, back here. Actually, nope. Grabbing it like that. Alright, any more wood beams? I see some wood beams in the back. Alright, let's strap those in. So a lot of wood chips and planks over here. mean, the sawmill does produce a lot of wood for us, makes us a lot of money. But I'm down here a lot, moving things around. And if it was actually easier to get in here with the telehandler, I might actually do more telehandler work down here than I have recently. But it's just a pain to get everything out. I wonder if the map object hider mod, I wonder if I were to hide the beams, but I don't think it's going to hide the beams. It might hide the whole sawmill if it's all put together as one. And the reason why I can lift these things up because we got a big old large mustache on our face. That's the only reason why I can pick them up. Alright, is that all the big stuff? That is all the big stuff. Later, we got things that need to be done. Well, Tarticus, you probably might already be gone, but thanks for being here, if you're still around. I'll be test running those new toys. The local dealer invited me. I'll never go by myself in Switzerland, man. 15 euros a sandwich. Those people are nuts. Well, it sounds like you're going to have a good time by running around with some new equipment. Alright, so the warehouse, I believe I said, let me just double check on that. 2902. Oh yeah, we don't want to deliver to the grain elevator or playground because those are maxed out, we think. And the train, I just don't want to wait for the train. So this should be pretty close to 36,000. Worth of wood beams. If the truckers are rocking, that means we're making money. It's not what you were thinking I was going to say, but... I mean, it's going to be just shy of 36,000. Almost 35. Well, that brings us up to 87,000 so far today. Let's go back to the farm. I gotta see how Frank did in planting our oats. Don't remember seeing a prompt come up saying worker, whatever his name was, finished the job. I'm pretty sure he's done. Looks like he's got the drill all folded up. May have missed a few spots. Actually, it's not folded up. I thought it was. You're excited for the new middle tractor class. They have promised for 2 years now, but all the class equipment I'll be impressed, I think. It's green, so I like it. No, I do like the class. I mean, in-game, I like the class tractors. Is this where the hail damage was, or is this... My direct drill should have got rid of those. Yeah, I think they just missed the corner a little bit there. Well, let's go get the obvious spots down here at this corner. I mean, all the spots I'm covering, I'll probably get like an extra 100 to 200 liters out of it, but it's 200 liters. Alright, so that might be where the hail damage is that I'm seeing. Am I where the hail damage is? Yeah, and apparently the only way to get rid of the hail damage is to plow a field. Which, I mean, that must have been some pretty big hail to damage the soil so much where I gotta plow the field because of hail. Well, the crop is in. We'll have to plow it this upcoming fall. But hopefully by then... maybe we'll have Black Sheep Modding's wonderful 6 to 9 meter plow that we could use. I see any difference when I go over it? No. Alright. Well, the oat field is in anyways. But boy, the money's already looking good for March. Better than, I didn't think I was going to get up this high with the money. So, maybe we try to shoot for buying that field this year. I'm going to switch this over to long grain rice now so I don't do an oopsie when I start planting in April. Alright, so it's not bad compared to the hired end in 22. It's a lot more, yeah, the helpers are a lot more better in the fields themselves. They're not getting confused by trees or whatnot. I just saw Sam here a second ago. Where'd he go? Sam? I saw you moseying up through the woods here. Did you disappear? Oh, there you are. You're hiding in the trees. Wait, are you just walking around the tree? Are you telling me you want me to cut this tree? He doesn't know. Okay, so it's a hickory. It's 21.1 meters tall. Hail damage to the ground has to be a bug. No way does hail damage ground unless basketball size. I mean, it may be what Giants is intending to do to try to make us plow the ground more, or at least do some of it. But yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, if it's the way they intend it, fine. But I mean, we were getting hail, but not hail like that. I can see the hail damaging crop, but not beating up the soil so bad where I gotta tear up the field to get it to replant. We'll just have to see when the patch, whenever it comes out, what they decide to do with it. So for the sawmill, at this point, I am at the stage of we got to cut down, and I'm at the map boundary right here. Even though the map shows everything here, I can't walk that far over anymore. So we're gonna have to start cutting down some of these trees, but getting them out of here, of course, with our winch and getting across the bridge is another thing. Is that tree on? No, that tree's on the other side of the map. This one is good. I mean, that's gonna be like the same one. I am thinking now. I don't want to be dragging these trees out of here. We did a couple, and I know you might be saying, "Well, just use super strength." Yeah, even still, but walking that far over to the sawmill, I'm not feeling it today. So there's another option we do have since I got the money. I don't want to say it's a cheat, but it feels like a cheat. So we can call it a cheat if we want. I'll let you be the judge. Because I was looking into this, because I knew I was running out of trees, and in case you're unfamiliar with the current situation, about 2.5 years ago in game, we planted 180 saplings. Now you may know that when the trees grow, and you log out, log back in, well, the trees do a vanishing act. So the 180 trees I planted have disappeared. So this upcoming October, it'll have been 3 years. I'm going to, I guess, say cheat the 180 trees back in that I already planted. But I paid for those trees. They should have been grown roughly at that time. So we're pretty much just trying to get to this October, and we'll have 180 trees of lodge pole pine trees that we can cut. So we got to get to October. But what we're going to do at this point, because I do got some trees still around on my property I could cut, but I have deforested a good amount there, but all around. But we can buy trees. And I got a particular tree that we can go ahead and buy. And we're not going to need a whole bunch, but I will need a stump grinder at some point. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is this forest land here. This is where we planted our trees that disappeared. I wonder... what key is that? Is it F5? Yeah, F5. So if you have the Easy Developer mod on, you might be seeing this for the first time, all these lines everywhere. Stay calm. So just give me a moment here. So basically, as you can see, when I hit F5, you can see where the game sees the trees, and it's not showing them. I'm not seeing any stumps or anything either. It does show stumps, does it not? Yeah, it does. So you can kind of see some outlines on the stumps. So they're not just invisible, they're just not even here. Alright, so it should be fine, I think. There we go, let me turn all that stuff off. It's not a cheat if the game is bugged and robs you. No, I'm not talking about the 180 trees that I'm going to be putting down in October. Hello, Midwest Farmer, in case I miss you. Not even basketball size hail. Turn off disaster till it makes more sense. I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't mind plowing the fields or whatnot. I want to experience the game the way... I mean, it may be that way that they want the hail damage. And, of course, if a tornado comes through, I want that to be part of it. But the cheat... I mean, to me, it's going to be kind of a cheat. So we're going to go to the store page. Into construction, and we're going to go down to landscaping, and we're going to go to trees. So the tree I talked about, first I got to find it. This is it. The large northern, I don't know if it's pronounced catalpa, but I'll be paying $2,000 for every tree. This tree here, I'm going to plant one, and just to make sure that it's the same size. But this tree here, I think, is going to give us like 20 to 25,000 liters per tree. And you're like, well, you are paying $2,000 for a tree, but with that many liters of wood, I'm going to get lots of wood beams, a lot of planks. So we're just going to do a little bit of a test run for $2,000. We'll put that one down. All just to cut it down and drag it over to the sawmill. We'll see how many liters this gives me. If I can find closer to the ground, the better. Oh, nope. There it was. All right, we'll just cut it there. And with our winch, we're not going to be able to drag this all to the sawmill in one go. This tree is going to weigh quite a bit. I don't mind paying $2,000 for each tree right away, but that seems like a rather cheap tree for what it offers. If it still offers the 20 to 25,000 liters of wood. And you can tell it's going to have a lot of wood on it by how long it takes the chainsaw to go through it. A lot of liters, but still not cheap. Only $2,000 for the tree out of 20 to 25,000 liters of wood. I'm going to get my money back on it from the wood beams and such. And I don't have to wait. I think someone said it's about 4 years for the hardwood to mature. So I don't have to wait 4 years either. Alright, so it weighs about 16. I'm going to cut it here, and I'm probably trying to do too much with it. But I got to drag it in 3 sections. It's 15.5 tons. At least that's what it says right now. And the winch can handle 6.6. But my arms can handle quite a bit. So, I'm trying to do this the quote-unquote correct way a little bit. What is this? 7.1. Son of a... Alright. Why can't I cut that there? There we go. I almost guessed right where to cut it. I was a half a ton over. Cutting a tree in the rain, not always the best thing to be doing, but 8.5. So if I were to cut it like right here, that way that top piece, I'll get that in one drag. Are you going to cut the branch, the limb behind it as well? Is that what you're doing? I think you are cutting the branch behind it anyways. Actually, you cut... Okay, yep. Okay, I did. So, we're going to drag this tree over bit by bit, of course. But I'm not going to collect on it until I get it all there, so we can definitely get a good count on it. I mean, there's nothing in the sawmill now, but we'll just collect it all when it's ready. These road signs, I would call the town and say you might want to get rid of those road signs for the amount of trees I'm going to be dragging to the sawmill in the future. No sense of putting them in there. That's quite a saw you got there. It's a steel. I love my steel chainsaw. This weighs 1.9. Yep, can't grab both of those, so... soon find out what the total is, but from my memory, this should bring in like 20,000 liters. You want to grab that thing? There you go. Yeah, reading chat, trying to just cross the road. Didn't think a car would be coming that way, but so be it. Need that 420 horsepower It's not the tractor that's restricting what we can drag. It's the winch itself. The winch has a restriction on the weight. I think that'll be the entire tree. Yeah, that's the entire tree that's got it. We got it. Nope. Don't need to wash it yet. Alright, let's go ahead and just cram this all into the pile, I hope. Yeah, if you look on the store page for the winch, it'll tell you the max weight that can pull, and it's 6.6. We're up to 25,500 liters, and that should be in the entire tree. And it is. So that one tree for 25,000 liters. So for $2,000, I can get a tree just like that. Now, just for fun, I'll show you what I used to do in Farming Simulator Farming Simulator 15 when Forestry became a thing. Winch has a whole different meaning here in England. Yeah. But you're spelling it with an E. It should be spelled with an I, right? It is spelled, let me just have a look here. Yeah, see, it's with an I. Not an E. Back in the 70s, my uncle had a tree service, and the only chainsaw he would use is steel. They're real nice and dependable to use. I love using them. Yeah, what chainsaws are available? I always get the steel because that's what I have. I've had a few people with the Husqvarnas, and they've had. I mean, I'm only going by just on a handful of experiences, but I had a few people have a few issues with those. I don't know much about this brand. And the McCullough, I've seen them, but I don't know much about those either. How long does it take for a tree to grow? It depends on the tree type. So the lodgepole pine, which I planted, I think someone said it's like just a little over 3 years, like 3 years and a couple of months. That's why we're just going to do it in October. That'll be 3 years. The tree that I just bought, I think it's supposed to take like 4.5 years. I say winch, not wench. They sound almost the same, but I'm saying winch, not wench. Maybe I say it fast and it sounds like that. So yeah, the tree that I put in, that's what I'm saying, it's kind of a cheat. And I feel like it's a cheat because I'm paying $2,000 and I get the full-grown tree right off. Yes, it's cheaper to plant and wait 4 years for it to grow, but I don't have 4 years. So this is what we're all doing in Farming Simulator 15 when forestry became a thing. So what we did was, well, you get yourself the sawmill. You go to construction. Where's that tree? We would get the tree. We place it like right there. You get the chainsaw, cut it towards the marker, and you're done. Oh, I don't own this. Wait, I don't own this? I own the sawmill, but wait, I don't own the land? Alright, so maybe that's why you can't buy the land at the sawmill. That's why you probably can't buy the land over here. They don't want you doing that trick. Alright, well I just spent $2,000 for a tree here, but that's fine. That's what maybe they were thinking back to FS15. Just don't put a tree down, cut it. So basically what we would do is, yeah, plant the tree or buy the tree, cut it. It lands in there, so you spend like $2,000 for a tree, and you get paid like $15,000 for selling it, even on like normal difficulty. That was our money cheat back in the day. That's how people earned money back in Farming Simulator 15. All right, well we'll still go ahead and put some trees down. But now that we see just 2 more trees like that, and we're good. So let's go ahead into construction again. And we'll buy ourselves 2 trees. I'll cut this one over here first. Yeah, I'll probably get the lumberjack mod to get rid of the stumps that are here. The other ones are on the map. I'll probably take care of when the easy developer mod comes out. But boy, these big trees, you gotta find the sweet spot. Oh, wait a minute. Fire this up. Nope, it was there. Oh, come on. Where are you? Oh, there we go. Oh, really? Got to cut it that high? Oh, it wasn't that high. There we go. I don't care which way it's facing. Hello, Juan. Love the streams. Does anyone know when they're rolling out the patch? I mentioned it yesterday, but those who were here yesterday, and Juan is probably one of them. I talked to Giants yesterday, and as of very early yesterday morning, they said the patch was in final test stage, and they plan to hand out the patch to the platform soon, which means like to Steam, wherever they sell the games on. And once they hand it to the platforms, they just got to check things out, which they don't really test the game. They're just checking for viruses and such things like that. And then the patch will be out. So they said the patch should be out soon, but soon, they're never going to tell us exactly when the patch is going to be out. All they're saying is soon. And you would do that. Oh yeah, with the wench and the cable snapping? Yeah, I've experienced that. Cables, chains. Rule of thumb is, whatever the length of chain, wench, or whatever you're using, you stand double the distance away from it. At least. Except for the people that got to use the machinery. I guess we'll just cut it there. So the northern catalpa seems to be the tree that gives the most amount of liters. So if you're looking to get a lot of wood into your sawmill, as you saw, you can buy this tree in the shop, in the store, for $2,000. And you see the money that I get for my products out of the sawmill on hard economy. So if you're playing on normal or easy, it's almost like a money cheat. Roll over. Of course, now they're both facing kind of the wrong way, but whatever. Whatever. You're going in the sawmill no matter what you do. Whatever way you're facing, you guys are going in the sawmill. Because I don't want Skender to get after me for not having wood in the sawmill. Alright, yeah, so once again, let me just go ahead and cut it here this time. Yeah, doing woodwork is a dangerous thing. I've had a couple of eye-raising experiences with tree when I'm cutting a tree down and I get a kickback if you're not paying attention. And the tree may look awfully small, but they definitely can beat the crap out of you and very easily. So yeah, I'll probably get the lumberjack mod installed so I can get rid of these stumps. I don't really fancy getting the stump grinder in game. Just from past experiences of using the stump grinder in Farming Simulator. Haven't done so in 25, although I heard some people say it's still kind of finicky. In your farm, you and your brother use an old Volvo grapple that we salvaged it from a scrap yard. And man, that was a fantastic job. It does a fantastic job. I mean, I don't deal with trees this size with my chainsaw. I am actually pretty good with a chainsaw getting a tree to fall where I want it to, which is to the ground. No, but I can get a tree to fall pretty much in the direction I want it to. It will end up on the ground. Hello, Farmer G. How you been? Thank you for joining us. That tree weighs... Oh, man, I went a little bit too much. I'm 0.2 tons over. Alright, well, we'll just cut you here, I guess. Now... David, it sounds like you might be using the Lumberjack mod. Am I going to have the problem? Because I remember in 22, if you cut the tree too close to the ground, the Lumberjack mod would not remove the stump. That was the early stages of the Lumberjack mod in 22. So, like, these stumps may not be high enough for the Lumberjack mod to get rid of. How far underground do those go? Yeah, they're not that far underground either. Wait, what button did I hit for that one? Oh, that one. There we go. Nope, I can get any stump out. Oh, good. So it's... I'm not... I was thinking... after you said that, I'm like, oh, crap. I kind of remember from 22, if you cut the trees too low to the ground and the stumps aren't tall enough, you're not going to be able to do them. Am I wrapping both? No, we're fine. I didn't use the Lumberjack mod that long in 22 because the Easy Developer mod came out. And those two mods kind of conflict with each other a little bit. And I found it easier to go into Easy Developer mod and just remove stumps, and they were gone. So using the front stump grinder seems to work better than the rear. So you're saying it doesn't like it in the rear then, I guess. Sorry. Stump grinders. Where are the... stump cutters? Oh, so there's only one right now. And it's 27,000. Alright, let's load that one up. Doesn't weigh that much, but because I didn't calculate it right. Gotta learn to contain myself when I say things sometimes. I have said it throughout all my YouTube career so far. I've been pretty good on editing things like that out. And sometimes during live streams, I may say things I normally don't or shouldn't. I'll try to contain myself. I love the mod the most for removing shrubs and small trees. You can delete any size tree if you don't want to take it to the mill. What does that weigh? That weighs 1.9. I should be able to grab then both of these, right? Wait, what? There we go. All right, we'll get this tree into the mill just to clear out the spot. Back in 07, my brother tried to pull a tree stump out of the ground with his Camaro. Okay. He ended up ripping the rear end and hatchback out of his car. With a Camaro. I guess it all depends on the tree stump itself. So that tree, well, the sawmill's been using some. I didn't see what I had before I put in there, but now we're up to 49,500 liters. No way a tractor can drag something like that. I'm installing the game. Well, they can drag that much weight, but like, as for the tree limbs and the way the tree looks, yeah, that'd be kind of clumsy to get it out. Lumberjack mod plus chainsaw, take out any tree, shrub you want. I've just been clearing in an area now. You're at 25K before. So, yeah, we're still getting like 25K per tree. You sent your selectable bale capacity pack to 25 for testing this weekend. Well, when I get bigger grass fields, I'll probably be definitely looking into it. If I can afford it at the time. But that's good news. I didn't see, I know the question was asked on Discord how long the test list was for 25. Someone asked it. Oh, I think it was Missy B was asking how long the waiting list was for 25 now, but I didn't see a reply right away. Ah, there we go, 4.8. Let me just see if that question was answered. Well, Giants never got back to her on how long the waiting list was. Well, okay, her question was, how long is testing queue? And not much of an answer there. Don't see an answer yet. No answer on that, so... Farmer G, did you find the new Giants editor? Did you find like any... I'm seeing a lot of questions on the Giants partner program of all the modders asking about how to do this or that because they changed things up a little bit, I guess. But I don't know if they're making mods from scratch or just converting them over. Although I just did see a question of someone trying to convert their map from 22 over to 25 and they couldn't figure something out. Yeah, tractors can definitely. They got a lot of oomph. What is this? What does this tractor actually weigh? And I kind of forgot how to get to vehicles. There we go. This is the Deutz. This tractor weighs 9.5 tons on its own. All right, this weighs 10.4. I would like to just cut one of these branches, but it seems like the chainsaw is going through all of them. Although I don't think the green circle is going through all of them this time. Easy Dev and Power Tools will make it better. Found the real speed mod so far. What does this weigh now? That weighs still 8.3. Alright, well, we'll cut it. Cut it there. Oh, you didn't need the GE because you're just doing the XML edits? Should be able to grab this now. There we go. 6.3 tons. 6.3 tons of fun. Been years since I dragged a tree in real life. Cut 8. Oh, I got a little dizzy there because I'm looking at 2 screens at once. That doesn't help. It's been 8 years since I dragged a tree in life. Cut 8 letters, or is it 8 liters? Use the grapple and straight to the trailer. The branches get in a firewood, clean and effect, no mess at all. Yeah, dragging a tree like this while the branches on it is probably not really that realistic because it's just we're not clipping into a whole bunch of stuff, but it is kind of messy. So just by these trees alone, we'll get back up to 75,000 liters of wood into the sawmill. So, yeah, I kind of asked the question. I'm not sure anyone actually has really given an answer yet. So how do you feel? Is this like a cheat by paying $2,000 for a tree that gives me 25,000 liters? We don't actually have to wait for a tree to grow. It's just $2,000. Here's a full-grown tree that will give you 25,000 liters. I'm easily going to get my money back on these trees in the sawmill. But could you imagine if I actually did own the land at the sawmill and I had the lumberjack mod? I could just keep buying a tree right there, cut it, drop it in the area, get my chainsaw out, get rid of the stump, replant another tree, cut. What do you even need to drag it there? It will just fall right to the trigger. Oh, there's a little branch there. We gotta get that little branch. Tell me you will reach. Okay, thank you. If the game wasn't bugged, I wouldn't be doing it. No, because our trees that we planted would not be ready. They're not going to be ready until October. That's why they're not up. I need this lumber before our other trees technically are ready. Yeah, let's go for a swim in early March. Why not? I'm pretty sure it's fine. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's not a cheat if the game allows it, but still, I feel like it's a cheat. That's using Smart's Black Friday sale, 25,000 liters for $2,000. Kind of. Yeah, I mean the game. I mean, I'm just showing it off as we can do it. Plus, like I said, I'm not out of trees, but you can imagine if I was cutting those trees down behind our farmyard and trying to drag it across the bridge and down the road. You've seen me do that before, probably. I think some of you are getting, because you keep saying, well, you lost all the other trees. We're still going to get the trees in October. I'm still going to put those in at no charge. I'm just saying these trees here, yeah, the game allows you to do it. Is it technically a cheat? No, because the game allows me to do it. I mean, the game allows you to do a lot of things. I mean, personally, I feel it's a little bit of a cheat. Because, I mean, $2,000 for a fully grown tree, not having to wait for it to grow or anything, and to get 25,000 liters. Alright, so the wench, I guess we will leave here. Because I may have to buy more of those trees before October comes. I shouldn't say I may. I will buy more of those trees, because that's not going to... I mean, that 75,000 liters is good for about 2 months. So before, I really haven't been down this road at all. But in between episodes, when I've been saying I've been filling up the sawmill with wood, you can see some of the stumps alongside this road. I've been cutting down trees in here because we own up to about here. And then I don't own this land here. But then somewhere in here, I own the land again. It's kind of hard to see when my field is up there. I just don't want to cut all the trees. Alright, so like I said, I think this grain elevator is going to take about the rest of this month, right? Just double check. Planks. I need a little bit more planks. Long planks, I think we are good at 7,000. Yeah, I got more. I got enough long planks. And prefab wall, I got the exact amount it needs. But I need 3 more. I just need 3 more planks for this stage. I mean, we've talked about it before. When you're playing a single-player game, cheating is not well defined because it all depends on what that solo player feels like they're doing. The cement production should be good because we brought over all those stones. Wait, I went through all those stones. Oh yeah, because I was in January when I brought those over. It's March. Alright, let's bring some stones over. So of course we need this. And now well, guess what? I need, of all things, I don't need the 3650, but I need the weight. And I don't mean I need a weight for something. I need the WEIGHT. I need the weight on the front. I need the weight on the front for the tilting handler on the back. Forestry mulcher will grind a stump better than a stump grinder. The lumberjack mod would do a better job too. that's why I end up using. Because I already got the chainsaw, that's all I need. Never really like a tractor with narrow tires on. It just doesn't look right, but it's always good to have one around on the farm. Let's see, so the weight is on the front, so drop the weight off like that. And then pick that up. Lumberjack mod is quality of life. That's it's a quality of life mod. Yep, whatever you prefer to use. I'll be using the Easy Developer mod when that comes out to remove stumps. The John Deere is really slow. It's just a 3650. Shouldn't really be driving on the field, but since it really doesn't matter too much, you know, I think I'm just going to start learning to put my implement. No, not the weight. Just leave my implements in one spot, but I keep changing my mind where to put them, and I always forget where I put it. Let's see, I need to extend the boom a little bit, like right about there. Nope, 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 nope. Stop it. For removing stumps. That's what I use the easy developer mod for. But you can say it's cheating, which is fine. But I also have to remove the stumps. We calculate how many stumps I removed. And I charge myself $50 for each stump I remove. So after removing all the stumps, I remove the money out of the bank account. So it's like I'm paying someone to remove the stumps, rather than me having to go around and do it. I guess this is where I would prefer a wheel loader with a bigger bucket on it, but it was fine with a 20,000 liter trailer. 37,000 liters is going to take a few buckets. One guy was using government subsidy mods. He went from 120K to 7 mil. I mean, doesn't, you know, that's the way they want to play. That's perfectly fine by me. I'm trying to think of the last time I started a map, and some of you can help me out in this. When's the last time I started a map? I mean, we do start out with equipment, but I always, whatever the equipment is worth, I always have a loan to pay back on the equipment that we have. I don't think I've ever just went and said, we're just going to start with 5 million and have no loan. That's the way I kind of like to pay for everything that we have. But that's my play style. I think in Gold Crest in 22, though, I think we started with some money, but that was like a carryover from another map. I think I brought over like 2 million. And we were role-playing because I was a farm manager in a map. Maybe it was from East Flyland to Gold Crest. Maybe that's what we did. But as we all know, 2 million does not get you that far when you start off with nothing in Farming Simulator. Our loan is down to 4.5 mil. We paid off 500,000. Paying off the loan as we expand the farm at the same time. Yeah, those government subsidy mods, I mean, if you put down enough of them, you could probably bring in like 15 million a month if you wanted to. And who knows, maybe by the end of this week, this debris crusher will not be here anymore. If, when the patch comes out, it fixes the stone situation at the cement factory. Did I have a loan on the No Man's Land with a Farm series? If you're talking back in 19, I didn't have a loan, but I didn't have anything either. I mean, I don't remember exactly how I started that in 19. I mean, I remember the storyline I went with. If I don't tip over this telehandler with the amount of stone I got into it. Oh, that's full. Oh yeah, for those who weren't here yesterday, since Christian just brought up the No Man's Land, I did talk to Alien Jim yesterday morning, and he is currently not doing any Farming Simulator 25 mods. So if you're waiting for No Man's Land or any of his mods to come out in FS25, currently he is not doing FS25 mods and doesn't have any plans to get into it at this current time. But that doesn't mean he won't be getting into it like in a week or so. But as of this current time, Alien Jim is not doing anything for Farming Simulator 25. I know we had a couple people in here throughout the streams in the past week saying his map will be coming out soon. I talked to him yesterday, and no, he hasn't done nothing for 25. So this Deutz has no problem hauling 37,500 liters of stone. His mods will be missed. Well, I mean, like the No Man's Land map, it's a great map. I mean, there's going to be other maps similar to it. But as he said, he does... Because we were kind of joking about... For sure, he definitely wants to wait until the bugs are worked out at most. And it doesn't, like he told me, it doesn't mean he's not going to do mods. It's that he's just not doing them right now, and doesn't know when he'll get into it. Solyndra, when sold, was the start cash for Gold Crest. Oh, that's right. Solyndra, then the Gold Crest. Thanks for doing this series live. Truly love being able to have something to watch longer than an hour a day at the moment. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. But I do got some subscribers out there that want just a regular half-hour to hour videos, which I will get to at some point when I find a second map that's to my liking. All the fields taken care of. We got long grain rice I still got to plant, and the oat field I planted will need fertilizer after it grows. Paid back $500,000 in how many hours? We're like at 90 hours or so. I mean, I could check the hour meter on this map, but also I got to take into consideration for the first week I may have spent like 8 to 9 hours jumping on and off this save file trying to figure out the flickering problem. But yeah, I want to say I'm around 90 hours-ish. I mean, we're not just paying back the loan. We have been expanding the farm a little bit here and there as well. Hard economy is called hard economy for a reason. You don't you don't earn $100,000 that easily per month. And I did think about starting this series when 25 came out on normal, but I was like, I gotta stick to playing hard economy or else I'm gonna get so used to the normal prices. It's gonna confuse me of how fast you advance. So I need to stick to hard economy to keep that flow of knowing when to buy things in future series. Plus, I want to see how the price changes were. If I went to normal, I wouldn't know too well. Like wood chips, I would just go, oh, wood chips are worth pretty good on normal, and I'd be like, what the hell are they on hard? It all depends on, you know, how fast you want to advance your farm. I mean, if I wanted to really advance at a decent, you know, more rapid pace and kind of get... I mean, there's not really an end to Farming Simulator. You can play on a map as long as you want. But once I get, like, most of the big equipment, and I don't really... if I'm just earning money, it's like I don't have anything else I want to buy. To me, when I'm playing a map, that's the point of saying, well, then you're done, because what are you building towards? Unless you have a challenge of trying to get your bank account up to 100 million, then when I play a game, I need something to shoot for. Considering I'm in hard mode, you're saying I'm doing amazing? Well, thank you for that. I'm not sure I'm doing amazing. I think I'm just doing all right. I mean, what helped was getting the collectibles. I mean, $250,000 in collectibles, that that helped out a lot the last stream or so. Sorry to hear that, Diamond, but I'm glad that I can entertain you and keep your mind off things. Yeah, the channel has been growing, which is well, good for the community and also good for me as well. I mean, there are certain games cutting corners. It's one of those quality of life, as you kind of say, for gaming. As someone just mentioned earlier, Lumberjacks mod is a quality of life mod for them, as it is for many. Because we all have those certain jobs in games or certain tasks in games that we don't like to do, but they have to be done, so you just try to figure out what's the best way to do it without just completely going around it. Alright, so get some. The stones at the cement factory, that is bugged. We cannot get stones from that. I wouldn't have this stone production here if I could access those stones down there. Probably should just leave that here for now. Anything new in the store? Probably not, because I just realized we're only at 1x speed. Let's bump that up. Did we get all 25 collectibles? Yeah, I collected the last... I had 2 more collectibles when I started the stream today. And that's kind of like the first thing we did. And I will quickly kind of just circle. I'm not going to walk up to them. But one is actually right up here in the paper mill. So if you actually know, I can actually just teleport to that, because that one's pretty easy to show. Paper factory. Visit. Oh, that's that one here. So the collectible I got this morning, if you just teleport or just come up to here, where this trigger is, if you come over to this window and there's a desk inside, just got to hit R to collect. There's a desk inside there. That's one collectible. And the other collectible I did this morning, or to start the stream, was over by field 82. So over at field 82, this little small rectangular blue square, that is a brown shed. And inside there's like an old rusty iron wheel. That's where you'll find it. Conveyor belt works. I was told the conveyor belt does not work. I've been over there with a telehandler bucket trying to get the stone out. I tried a couple other methods trying to get the stone out. Been told the conveyor belt does not work either. I haven't tried it myself, but like 4 or 5 people say conveyor belt does not work. But now you're telling me it works. This is what I love about, you know, being the streamer. Everyone comes, I get half people saying this works and the other half saying it doesn't work. So, I mean, I haven't tried it myself. Just like when I brought bales over here to this loft, I think we had 3 people that day saying that does not take bales. I was like, well, I'll bring bales over. And we'll see what happens. I brought bales over and it sucked the bales right up. So, are you, I get some, are you on console or PC? Well, I should be checking on the animals here. Cows we fed. I know the sheep we fed not low. No, the sheep do need some. About 5,000 liters ought to do it. We'll grab 5,000 liters of hay out of our loft and feed the sheep. Well, but that's why I forgot to detach from the trailer. Well, I will test it on my my test save. I got a test save for this. So I'll test it and see what happens. Don't need to be doing the belt today. I'll try on my test save. I mean, I hope you're right, but I'm trying to figure out why I had 3 or 4 people come in and said, no, they tried the belt, doesn't work. That should look better for the sheep. That's a lot better for the sheep. So do I want to do any contracts today? Hoeing, not so much. Oh, we do got a mowing contract. Hang on a second. We'll accept that. Sowing contract, stone picking, wood transport. Not going to do wood transport contracts today. We did like 2 or 3 yesterday, so I don't need to be doing those. Enter the McDon. Skender, stay away from the sheep. They're making me wool. I need it for rope. So I was really wanting to try this. Not just because it was a mowing contract, but I wanted to cut the grass in the rain to see if it would give me the warning about cutting grass in rain. And I guess that's still, we can still cut grass in the rain. Oh, that's interesting. It left a swath from the last time I cut grass here. Don't believe the internet. Well, I try to take what people say in the stream, but then again, there's always going to be. I'm not saying Get Some is trolling me or anything like that. I'll just have to try it myself because I've heard it I think he's the first one I've heard say, no, it works. But at some point between this stream and the next stream, I'll get myself a belt on the test map and bring it over and find out. And really, if I gotta buy a belt just to get that to work, I'm happy with it because I can get rid of that debris crusher, which cost me $100,000, and I'm gonna get a full refund on it. Oh, so see now, okay, so you're using the modded one, which is not on the mod hub yet, right? Or did I miss that on the mod hub? On the Giants mod hub, that is. Already almost 40% down. Yeah, I got it from another site, which is fine, but yeah, that's what we're saying. The base game belts won't pick it up. But then again, like I said, I haven't tested it, but that's what most people are saying. Because for some reason, and I'm surprised, I don't know why that's not in the game, the belt that picks the material off the ground and hitches up to that belt. I don't know why it's not on the mod hub yet. You like the Goldcrest Valley series? Did you have a perimeter set where you only bought used equipment? Yeah, that was. I know some people at the very first episode were like, "I don't like that idea at all," and yeah, maybe they didn't come back and watch anymore. But I kind of like it was kind of an interesting. I don't want to say a challenge, but it was interesting only to be able, I can only buy items from the used section. So it's not like I just want to go buy this tractor. No, we had whatever came up from the used section, it was like, okay, I could lease anything I wanted from the store. But if I wanted to own something, I could not buy something new out of the store. I only can buy stuff for the farm out of the used section. I think if you put a McDon header in this mower machine, will make grass easy as it gets. Rolling the grass on a grass field stops the growth on them. So are you saying you rolled your grass field and you skipped a couple of months and the grass hasn't grown? Or, I don't know how new you are to the game, if your grass is grown and you roll the grass field, it's going to revert the grass field back to not harvest stage, but it'll revert it back to the first stage. So, I mean, if you roll the grass and advance a couple months, I hope you're not in the middle of winter, because grass is not going to grow in winter. But, yeah, if you roll the grass and you're like in the middle of summer, you advance a month or two and the grass hasn't done anything, you may want to check on what's going on there, because that could be an issue, of course. Alright, so you're a veteran in Farming Simulator, so you probably know how the rollers work. I have not heard anyone say anything about the grass being bugged like that. Do I reckon if the Mac mower is better than the Big M? Well, the Big M has a wider working width. Now, I don't know. I think Farmer Cop would be the one to ask. But I don't. The MacDon, if you're using the MacDon, it gives you about a 25% increase in grain yield and straw yield. I don't know if it has an effect on the grass. So if cutting grass with this MacDon mower, putting into a swath, if I get a 25% increase from using the MacDon, then I would say it's better than the Krone Big M. Just because of the increase in yield. I don't know if Farmer Cop did a test on the grass with the MacDon compared to just regular mowers, if we get an increase. We are just about done mowing this grass in the rain, which is wonderful. It's just swathing that is coded in the game to give you a 25% yield increase with the MacDon only, as far as I'm aware. But technically, we are putting the grass into a swath, so is that considered? Is that part of it? And we are just about done with this contract. I have mentioned there's a farm not far from me that has the Chrome Big M's. They got a couple of them. I have seen them in use, and boy, those things cut grass. I mean, I use it in the game here, but boy, seeing them in real life in use is pretty amazing. And that is the contract complete. Let's go ahead and collect on that before I forget. And back to the farm. And it's almost midday. But you know what a farmer does when it rains? Most of the time he calls it quits. And I am going to be calling it quits here for today. I got to, like I said, didn't mention it, but I got a thing I got to be doing here in about 20 minutes or so. But, you know, 3.5 hour stream. Shorter than the usual. But, you know, we're going to have short days. We're going to have long days. Whatever, but we got our loan down to $4.5 million. That's what I was kind of looking to get done at some point. We finally reached that. We got $84,000 in the bank account. Now, what I would like to do next with the money is, did you plant potatoes over there? Don't tell me that's potatoes. Don't leave that on. So I was looking at field 61. Field 61 cost $214,500. I wasn't expecting to get enough money this year to buy it, but we're already up to $84,000. But of all things, they planted potatoes in the field I'm interested in buying. I'm not interested in potatoes. Not at all. It looks like they planted potatoes in field 60 as well. Must be a potato year. I mean, I like potatoes in real life, don't get me wrong. All right, well, you know, maybe I'll just have a quick look around later on or something. Maybe we'll have to look at... I don't want to get... I want to stay around the farmyard, of course. I don't want to be buying fields way over to the east or way down here yet. Kind of want to stick in this area or maybe something like up here. That's not too bad. Don't got nothing in there yet, but yeah, we'll have a look at it. But yeah, the rain's here. Maybe I'll take Sam inside the house and we'll have a grand old time. But yeah, I got a thing with the guy at that place, as I say, in about 20 minutes or whatever. But once again, like always, appreciate a lot of the familiar faces being here and everyone else being here, all the lurkers in chat, or all the lurkers just watching as well. I should be back tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow is Wednesday. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, I don't think I got anything planned tomorrow, so we should be able to go longer than the 3.5 hours. Yeah, but we'll get to planting the long grain rice. We'll keep feeding up the grain elevator. That could be in the last stages of being built. And we'll just keep that sawmill going. Get some more money, and who knows, maybe with the money we got, we'll buy another field with something in it that could be of interest. But once again, thanks for everyone being here. Really appreciate it. Just a reminder, if you haven't done so already, and if you could, the thumbs up button down at the bottom of the screen helps me out quite a bit. Thumbs down button's there as well if you want to hit that, but if you do, could you leave a comment as to why you left the thumbs down button? No one ever does that, but I'll just put it out there. And also that subscribe and notification bell if you're new here so you don't miss out on more content like you saw here today. But yeah, a new season is here. The loan's slowly going down. The farm is slowly expanding. and the ball is starting to roll down the hill. It's just going to go faster and faster and faster. And before you know it, we're going to be doing really, really good here. But anyways, I need to get out of here because I'm down to like 15 minutes now to get prepped up. So I shall see you hopefully tomorrow. So enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, night, evening, whatever it is. And I'll see you all later. Have a good one.